Yeah, good morning, guys. Mine happened to our friends there in the Philippines. Up on the screen, lump of lad and the wolf woman. Yeah, the liar conman and that wedding. Because just over 3 years ago, 7th of March 2019, a simple wedding. That video was posted by none other than Bosshog, Maricel, and you might wonder, you might already know what the state of play is in that marriage. But is it a marriage of convenience, or are they really happy together? Well, their anniversary was recent, back in March, and there was no exchange of anniversary gifts. There was no anniversary celebration. And let's face it, they celebrate every birthday, and they video everything. Yet, they didn't celebrate the wedding anniversary. In fact, Valentine's Day, back in February, there was no Valentine's video. Valentine's Day in the Philippines is massive. It is absolutely massive. The Day of Love in the Philippines. There was no video from the Bohovel. They did not exchange Valentine's gifts. Very strange. So exactly what is the state of play at the Bohovel? And what has happened since the 3 years that these two cohorts have been married? Well, let's just start off by saying that the day that this video was made by Bosshog and Maricel of the Rat's Head Kitchen, let's just start off by saying this. There was something else going on. There's Bosshog, big smile on his face, exchanging vows with Maricel, and what his subscribers were not aware of at this particular time was the fact that he already had a son, his firstborn son, Blake. In fact, Blake was 5 months old. His subscribers didn't know about it. No one knew about it, apart from Bosshog, the con man, and his wife Maricel. So guys, just take a look at this next screenshot. Yeah guys, here we go. So we've got Bosshog, Marley, and his firstborn son Blake, 5 months old, up on the screen. And just going back a little bit, it begs a question. What kind of person, what kind of character is Bosshog, is Brian, that he can stand there, go through a wedding ceremony with Maricel, and they're both knowing that Brian had a mistress, Brian had a son. What kind of character can go through with that? He was forced, of course, to do a video, My Son Blake, which I'm sure you've all seen. And Maricel decided to out Marley on the internet with screenshots. That was shared amongst her friends and, of course, found their way into our hands. So this tells you a lot about the marriage of Brian and Maricel. He's got a mistress, he's got a son by that mistress, and yet decides he's going to get married. What kind of character can stand there and front all that out with a big smile on their face? That takes some doing, and it should show you the kind of character that this lump of lard up on the screen is like. And guys, let's just go back to the main screen. And we did ask a question before, guys. What has happened since this day, their wedding day? Well, first off the bat would be the fact that all of Maricel's friends have disappeared. They've all gone. And they've gone for a reason. And that reason is the lump of lard stood next to her. This lump of lard, potless, penniless, down and out in the Philippines, has conned and scammed quite a few of his friends. And we have evidence that we will present someday. Our hands are tied at the moment, but we have evidence of this man's scheming, this man's plotting and conniving, and Maricel is stuck with him. Or is she? I was going to kind of give Maricel a bit of advice, but I think she's too far gone now. But my advice would have been this. The lifestyle that you've got at the moment, Maricel, might suit you. But that lifestyle is not going to last forever. And if you think that this lump of lard next year is going to be successful, then you are sadly mistaken. My advice would be to cut and run. Take what you can and leave, or boot this lump of lard out, because he doesn't have any money to invest in anything, Maricel. You know that, and I know that. Am I getting through to you? He doesn't have a pot to piss in. If you'd like to upload a video, Brian or Maricel, and tell us exactly how much money you personally have invested in any of your projects, I'd like to see it, and so would everyone else. But we know differently. We know the real state of play. And again, my advice to you, Maricel, you're kicking 40. This lump of lard in 5 years' time will be well and truly kaput over the hill. Bin him, move on, take what you can, and get yourself back to Mindanao. That would be my advice. We do know that you can't pay your bills. Are we getting hot? Are we getting warm here now? We do know that you cannot pay your bills. I mean, what person married to a foreigner in 2021 has to take out a payment plan to purchase a bed? And what person in 2021 has to buy cabinets from door-to-door salesman on a payment plan? What person married to a foreigner has to drive around in a wreck and an embarrassment for a vehicle? You do, Maricel. You married a dud. You married a con man. He's got nothing and he'll never have nothing. Can't, and he won't pay his bills. We have got a future video coming up which is going to put your husband in a real bad light. a really bad light. He has schemed and plotted for 4 years, trying to keep his head above water and feed you and the rest of the family. Look at the state of that Bohovel, the house that you live in. I'm not judging it from the point of view of the typhoon ripping the roof off, but before that, 4 years in that house and you haven't got render on the walls. 4 years in that house and it's not sealed, it's rat ridden. What kind of living conditions is that? Knowing that you're married to a foreigner. Your neighbours shun you. You know that, and I know that. Your neighbours want nothing to do with you. You know that, and I know that very well. Maricel, you're a loser being married to a loser. Take what you can and get rid while the going's good. Your father has the right idea. He kind of ignores Brian because he gets paid a salary. And I say, fair play to him. Take the money from this lump of lard and try and keep the peace while he's earning the dollar. But deep down, your father hates Bosshog. I know that. And you know that. The only person that doesn't know that is this con man that you're married to. This person who imposes himself on everyone. This person who thinks he's Lord of the Manor. And yet, the people of your barangay, the locals of your barangay, look down on you like you are trash. Because you cannot pay your bills. It's time, Maricel, to make that decision and to dump this piece of trash that you got entangled with. Otherwise, your life is wasted. And don't forget that what you married was the dregs of society. Back in the States, this person that you're married to now, back in the States, there isn't a woman breathing that would touch your husband, that would have anything to do with that lump of lard. So that's what you've ended up with. You've ended up with something that no one in his home country wants. And let's not forget, Maricel, that you were second best. You were second choice. Molly was first choice. You shared those screenshots of the conversations your husband was having with Molly. We have them. Where he was plotting and planning on ripping Jason off before he left for Negros Highland. We have all those screenshots, those conversations. So, Maricel, you're being used and abused just like all the other people that your husband has used and abused. It's trailer trash. Get rid. Guys, till the next time. Bye for now.